How you doing? It's Bruce here, Uncle Bruce, live from Berlin, Germany. Believe it or not, I'm in Berlin, Germany. It's a beautiful, bright, sunny day out there, and I'll tell you right now, the sun is really shining. And if I try to show you what it looks like, it'll be just a whiteout. I can't see a thing. I've got lighting coming in on me here. I'm figuring out the wiring. We've just been scrambling to get everything set up, and we're good to go for today's show. Tonight, when I'm on later, I might be able to show you the outside because by then everything will calm down and you can see the outside. It's a beautiful park-like setting behind us, and we'll try and show you around. Over the next few days, you'll get photos of us out and about here in Berlin. We've arrived safe and sound from Hamburg. Our train ride was about 2 hours and 10 minutes in total, high-speed train ride. The train goes anywhere from, depending on where it is, it'll bomb along at about 230 kilometers an hour, which I'm going to guess is about 130, 35 miles an hour. And then it'll slowly kind of coast along and slow up a little bit, and it'll go down to about 70 miles an hour. And there are times where it'll go down to even 30 or 40 miles an hour. It depends on what lines the train is shifting onto, because there are many, many, many rail lines in Germany that connect every place to every place. And from Hamburg, which is the northern part of Germany, to Berlin, which is sort of like south and east a ways, you cross a lot of regional lines and so on. This train has priority. It's an express, and it just goes right through. But it has to go over these crossings without, decoupling, as it were. But it's a smooth ride. I found that when I walked through first class today, when we got to the station in Hamburg, it was jam-packed. A lot of people wanted to get on the train for Berlin. Every 30 minutes, another 500-person train shows up to take you to Berlin. Every 30 minutes. So that's like, 4 plane loads of 125 people per 737. It's quite impressive. Anyway, in any event, there are first-class tickets and second-class tickets. And we have first-class tickets, which we made sure to get reservations today. But what you don't know for sure is where on the platform will your car actually be. And we're looking for car 10. And you see this train come rumbling in, and you have about 3 to 5 minutes to let people off. Anyone's getting off, and then let people on. And of course, in second class, you have more people sitting in those cars than in the first class cars. And in our case, we ended up getting on a train at the back of a second class car, and we had to walk all the way through it to get to a first class car. And we had to get all the way to the front of that car because the back half of that car was a dining car, and then the front half was the first class. And then there were 2 more first class cars ahead of that. We didn't know that going in. We're such neophytes here. In any event, you get on the train. We have 4 suitcases, 2 big ones, 2 small ones. We stand off to the side and let people just go, 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 go. And once they stop going, then we start going down the aisleway to where we hope we are figuring out where we're going. And sure enough, we make it to our first class section, and we find 2 seats that are ours. We sit in them. Actually, I get Jennifer settled in her seat. I go back and I find my 2 big suitcases. I roll them all the way to this car, put them away in a rack that's designed to hold it, and then we sit down. And then after about 20 minutes, here comes the conductor checking for your tickets, and you start to notice as the conductor gets closer to you, you start to notice people getting up, and after they get their tickets scanned, they get up and grab their bags and leave the first class section, because what they're doing is they're sitting in first class seats and they're actually second class passengers. And so their tickets are not good. They have to go to the back. So they work their way out. And funny enough, I would say about 8 people from our car alone and another 10 people from the next car all went walking by the walk of shame back towards the dining car and out back to the second class section. So when I took the walk from our first class section to the front of the train, where the rest of the first class section was, only a third of the seats are used. 2/3 are empty. And it's already a quieter arrangement because we only have 3/4 the number of people in first class, if that. And so it was a nice, calm ride to Berlin. Whereas behind us in second class, that's where the 450 others were in, I don't know, 5 or 6 cars. And it's mayhem. But anyway, it's kind of funny to watch this all happen in real time. And you begin to get used to the routine as you travel train after train after train after train. So we're going to leave Berlin next week for Munich. Then we're going to Vienna. Then we're going to Zurich. And we've got reservations on all these trains. So we have our seats spoken for. We don't have to worry about it. If there's an interloper, we can kick them out and get our seats. So welcome. We've made it to Berlin and we're delighted. We have been here, Jennifer and I, together twice before. I've been here 3 times, once without Jennifer. And so this is my 4th visit. This is my 5th visit to Berlin. I was here with my daughter twice, whatever it is. It doesn't matter. We're just here, and I'm so pleased to be here because it's a familiar city to us. We're very familiar with the Brandenburg Gate, the Tiergarten, and Potsdamer Platz, Alexanderplatz, Kavade, the big department store. We're really looking forward to spending some time here in a city we kind of know a little bit. Welcome to the show, everybody. Watching the markets here, we're up a little bit in the pre-market. I got the Dow up 206 points. Remember last night we dropped 220 when we were all said and done last night. And it looked like yesterday there were a couple of moments where the markets looked like they might actually turn in the green yesterday, but it didn't happen. I'm kind of glad it didn't turn green yesterday. It was a red day because we had a good week last week. We had Monday off, Memorial Day, opened yesterday, had a down day, flushed out some profit takers. Now the market is primed for the potential of another 3 or 4 day run. We could run rest of the week into the green again. It's potential. Not going to guarantee it, but whatever. A 222 point drop yesterday, 222. Right now we're up 207 on the Dow. We're up 20 on S&P. And we're up 68 on NASDAQ. The NASDAQ and the S&P are up about 0.5 percentage point now. The Dow's up about 2/3 of a percentage point. It's a gain. It's not incredible, but it's a gain. We'll take it. And we'll see if these markets want to add to this. We have crude oil up $1.64 to 116.31. That's where crude oil is right now, up $1.64. We'll be watching that. Interest rates are a little higher this week, about 1/10 of a percentage point from last week. Nothing outrageous. Currencies are a little lighter against the US dollar today because of higher rates in the US and in Germany and in London. So that's causing the American dollar to rise a bit at the moment. We'll watch for that. On some of our favorites, let's take a look and see how we're doing here. We've got Rocket Lab right now. Let me refresh that screen just to make sure. I'm showing Rocket Lab at 483, up 7 cents. It's got SoFi up 3 cents to 752. Hopefully we can take a run at 8 today. That would be nice. GameStop down 272 to 122.02. The question is, we dropped 1240 yesterday. We're on a short sale restriction. Will the shares break 120 today? They did hit 120. Pardon me, folks. I'm still dying here. We did hit 120 yesterday for, a couple of trades. So we got down to like 120.52. That was the low. Will we break the 120 barrier and go into the teens again? Are we going to go to 115, 116 even today? It's possible. If so, at $115 a share, a whole bunch of you out there who have written call options, whether you've written 100s, 105s, 110s, a whole bunch of you folks are going to be in a position where your options are kind of returning back to where they started from when you wrote them. They're going to return a bit. Now, obviously, depending on the expiry date, if you have options expiring this Friday, you've written 105s and the stock hits 115 today, you are $10 in the money with premium until Friday, time premium. Shouldn't be a lot, might be $3. But if you've got 105s written that expire and then in the next Friday, for the next Friday, well, then you still have a week and a half to go. And there could be $5 or $6 of time premium on top of the book value. So keep that in mind. I am not suggesting that any of you need to roll over your contracts today. That is not necessary. You can wait until next Friday to see how the shares perform and watch the time premium shrink to virtually nothing. Obviously, if your options expire this Friday, Thursday, that'll be tomorrow, they will start to get very close to the book value only amount. If you're probably 10, 15, or 20 in the money, your contracts will trade at the money plus maybe $1 or $2 at most. If you are 5 in the money, you might have a $2 to $3 time premium, but that will shrink as each hour goes by tomorrow. And then, of course, Friday morning, we're down to just book value. That's where you will pick your target to buy back your call that you have now, and you will write your new call. It could be the same call for 2 weeks further out, 3 weeks further out for a bigger premium, or it could be a premium, a strike price, $5, $10 higher with a 3-4 week window, giving you about as much money as you're paying to buy back your call that you've written now, to write a new call further down the road at a higher strike price for just as much cash, maybe more. And we'll see how it goes. We'll follow it. We'll stay on it. 122.05 is where I see the stock right now. 122.05 down 269, 25,000 volume. All right. Other stocks we're watching other than GameStop. AMC down 38 cents to 13.96. We hit 16.20 yesterday. 16.20. Now it's under 14. Matterport. 548 down a penny. 23andMe, $3 and a penny or so, up about a penny. Spire, 156 up 3. ATIP physical therapy now unchanged. Smart Rent unchanged, and Sextera unchanged. Over on Apple, we're up 90 cents to 149.75, 149.77. Goldman Sachs up 214 to 329. It's a far cry better than 298 that we saw last week. Cisco down 4 cents only at 45.01. Yesterday dropped 57 cents. Tesla down 36 cents to 757.91. ARC Innovation ETF is at 44.28, up 18 cents. Microsoft is up 224. 274.11. 274.11 up 224. That wants to creep back to the 275, 280 range, it seems. We'll watch for that. Bed Bath Beyond up 9 cents. Pfizer up a dime to 53.14. Hewlett Packard HPQ 39.08 up 23 cents. A nice recovery in the last week and a half. Twitter down 4. Carvana up a quarter. There is our opening numbers. There they are at the moment. And as I said, the Dow is ahead about 202 right now. We've got the S&P up 19. We've got NASDAQ up 62. And we're up around a half a percentage point to not quite 2/3 of a percentage point at the moment. That is where we're trading at. With now about 45 minutes to go before we start the day off for trading. There you are. Welcome one, welcome all to the telecast from Berlin. Thank you for the 86 thumbs ups already, you guys. You're amazing. I appreciate this so much. Those of you who are putting your name and number, letting me know. Tiff, number 2. Mirko, number 4. Richard's number 7. Thumbs ups already. Thank you, guys. Duncan, good morning. Simpletons, can you guys please tell me how to get to the Discord channel? H. Gregory is number 8. Duncan is 007 today. Christina, no pre-show. We did it. We did a pre-show. Some folks we got it on rather late today, so welcome all. Kiwi, I'm number 74. Sell my house for Upper Marlboro. I'm number 77. Alberto, good morning, Al. Bagel Familia. Bama Babe, I read where the beginning of quarantine. Sorry, I read where the beginning of quantitative tightening commences today, as the Feds let bonds mature off its balance sheet without replacement. This should be interesting. Exactly. So the Federal Reserve has all kinds of bonds in its portfolio. A whole bunch of the bonds that they have are basically bonds that have expiry dates almost daily, starting today, as they always would. They have $9 trillion of bonds in their accounts. Some mature, like very few, every day. So some will mature today, tomorrow, next week, the week after, and so on and so on and so on and so on, almost daily. Now, what the Federal Reserve has been doing so far is when they have a bond maturing out, say today, if they have a $5 million bond maturing out, no matter who issued it, whether it was a corporation or a government, they would take that $5 million. They'd be paid the $5 million. They would turn around and buy another bond for $5 million to replace it. So they maintained their level of $9 trillion in bonds. They were, until a few months ago, continually acquiring additional bonds over and above the bonds that were maturing to, in effect, put money into the bond market to keep interest rates lower. They've stopped doing that and are now beginning to allow bonds to mature. They're going to take the cash and not replace those bonds anymore. So they're not buying fresh bonds, and they're not rolling over old bonds. That is a way to take money out of the system. And that's what they're beginning to do. Now, what they could also do, and they will likely do down the road, give it a few weeks, a month or two or three, they will start to sell bonds that they own into the bond market on top of allowing bonds to mature out. It'll be a double whammy, and they'll begin to take out even more capital. That is quantitative tightening, less money in the system, courtesy of the Fed. Now, the Federal Reserve of Europe, the ECB, European Central Bank, they have been buying up bonds, corporate bonds, and other government debt, putting money into the system. They are talking about also easing up as well. Canada has been talking about it and is probably already acting on it, and the Bank of England. So the major the major country banks, central banks, have already begun and will begin to quantitatively tighten the money supply, which will keep rates higher, will cause rates to stay up and or go higher, and that could slow down the economy a bit. It might slow it down too much. It might slow it down just right. We'll see how it goes. They will monitor all economic activity. That's what they do. And they will decide how much tightening they will perform between now and 6 months from now, a year from now, and so on and so on and so on. Even if they wanted to unwind all their bond positions between the Europeans, the Americans, the Canadians, the Brits, the Germans, the French, the Italian, the Spanish, we're talking probably 30 to 40 trillion dollars of bonds that would have to be sold back into the bond market. That would take a decade. That would take at least a decade. It's going to take a long, long time, and it'll be done at a very slow pace where it'll just be natural money flows. It's not going to be an overnight, oh my God, my ATM ran out of money. It's not going to be that kind of a money tightening. And it's not going to be the kind of money tightening where you go to your bank and want to renegotiate your mortgage, say for another 5-year term, and they say, oh, I'm sorry, we have no money to lend you. We can't find any. No, that's not going to happen. Banking will continue unabated, but the rates will be where we are now or a slightly bit higher as each month or 2 or 3 goes by. And so eventually you might be looking at mortgage rates of 3 to 5% instead of 1 to 3%. And then a year down the road, rates might go from 4 to 6% instead of 3 to 5%. This is going to be the natural flow of slightly higher rates, while trying to keep the economies moving along, staying liquid, staying funded, and we'll see how it goes, and they'll keep us posted on how they're doing. Alex, good morning, everybody. I'm number 89 thumbs ups. Earnings tonight. He's smiling. Quick 66. Good morning, everybody. And Nazareth is in the house. Welcome. Number 104 thumbs ups. Thank you for all of you who are hitting the thumbs up button. You're letting us know what number you are. Thank you. If you're not letting us know, it's quite all right. We appreciate you guys hitting that thumbs up. I see 106 now, 108 now. Hopefully, before we open, we can nail 200 thumbs ups already. That would be terrific. Thank you all for being here and being part of the group. 111 thumbs ups have now come in. Absolutely fabulous. Here in Berlin, are things happening? Cranes everywhere, construction cranes just all over the place. Dortmund, Hamburg, cranes everywhere, construction cranes. Edinburgh, London. They're supposedly in a recession in Europe. I don't think so. I can see where governments are spending money on infrastructure, no question about it. Road construction, new electrical lines. They take the lines off of poles and put them underground. That's being done everywhere. New water systems being installed everywhere. Of course, Europe is an older place than North America, so they're into their second or third redo of their infrastructure. You get to be 1,000 years old. You are doing a lot of revamping. Of course, where Jen and I are staying is in downtown Amsterdam, downtown Hamburg, downtown Berlin. We're in the heart of the cities, and so these systems have been redone since the war. They're now being redone again. 70 years since the end of the war. Got to redo it. A lot of the systems here that are being redone were done in the 50s and 60s. They were the newer systems that were installed after the war, 10, 20 years after the war. They're now being redone. Hotel we're in here, brand new building. Absolutely, super efficient, quiet as can be. And the odd thing is this building, I don't even know if this building is 5 or 7 years old, but apparently the floor we're on was just renovated. So we're on a brand new renovated floor. And this hotel, I don't even know if it's 8 years old. It's quite amazing how money is poured into sprucing up properties to bring in top dollars for room rates. It's quite interesting. But yeah, Berlin, from the station to here, oh my God, construction everywhere, detours everywhere, lane closures everywhere. Big time redo is going on. Nazareth, when did Uncle Bruce get on the main stage of the Muppets? That curtain is a throwback. Oh man, Obama babe. Nazareth, yeah, where is the lamp? Vilbus, what lamp? I don't know what you're talking about. There's no lamp here. But give us a few days to settle in. We're here for a little bit. Okay, what else is going on here? We've got Gamestop right now showing 122.22 down 252. We have the Dow showing a 222 gain, which kind of matches the loss we had yesterday. We're up 2150 on S&P. We're up 59 on NASDAQ, but we're up about half a point to 2/3 of a point between the three markets right now. That lamp is right there. You see it? You see that lamp? It's right there. DQ, is it a problem that I see a lamp? Is that an issue for me? Mr. T is thumbs up 124. Thank you, Mr. T. Bama Babe, survey here. Do you think GameStop will go up or down after earnings report? What do you folks think? We're going to find out, I guess, tonight. They're going to do it. At the moment, we look to be down a couple of dollars to start the day. We were at 130, was as high as 138 yesterday. Couldn't hold that very long. Broke down. Oh, pardon me. Broke down to the low 120s, got to the mid 120s, and ended up at 124. And here we are at 122. So doesn't look like the market's going to have at the moment, there doesn't seem to be a surge going on. Could the market have an up day? Of course it could, but the question is, will it? Up, then down, down, then up. Nazareth, Bama, babe, it's going to be down like it always has. It always does. Jennifer, up, down, sideways. Alberto, Bama Babe, I believe if they speak on the split, it'll go up. Interesting. Alex, Bama Babe always down. Vilbus, yeah, I think it's going to go down too. Bama Babe, Nazareth, the most I talk to think that as well. So are you writing calls or buying puts? What are you going to do out there, you guys? How are you going to play this market? My suggestion is what you want to be doing is looking at rollovers the closer you get to expiry. No urgency to do anything today unless an unbelievable deal comes. I mean, if this stock today were to drop to 110 today, a $12 drop, there might be some of you looking at rollovers today already, of course. But is that really going to happen? I don't know. We've traded 26,000 in the pre-market. We're not trading lights out here in anticipation of anything. So I don't know if this is going to really be part of our, really part of our day or not. Alex, Alberto, the shareholder meeting is tomorrow. I reckon that's when they'll talk about a split and the marketplace launch. Now, again, is it true that the earnings are today and the shareholder meeting's tomorrow? Is that really? Usually it's the same day. Vilbus, I don't think they'll have anything in the air. They'll have anything in their thing that'll make it go up in their thing. Well, in their numbers, okay. Anything in their numbers that'll make it go up. Yeah, I don't anticipate financials to cause a stir. It would be nice if it did, of course, but I'm not anticipating that. Alberto, Alex, either way, thanks to Uncle We Make Money. Good luck to all. There it is. Bama Babe. So Uncle Bruce is saying sit tight today unless it goes down 10 or more. Yeah, I mean, if it drops $15 today to, 107 or something, I mean, it really takes a shot down, a big shot down. Then some of you may have calls that are out of the money. And some of you may actually have calls that are trading at less than what you sold them for. Well, obviously you'll grab some profits, but on the other hand, you may not need to. You may just be able to sit right here, sit tight with your calls, let them depreciate regarding time premium. Perhaps they'll depreciate because of lower book value, and see how we play this. No rush. We are now 32 minutes away from opening the markets here. And like I said, we're up 216 on the Dow, 20 on S&P, 59 on NASDAQ. I'm showing a green. Rocket Lab is green, up 5 cents. SoFi's up 4. GameStop down 263. AMC is down 41. Nothing on Matterport, nothing on 23andMe. Spire is up 3 cents to 156. I got nothing in ATIP or SmartRent or Cyxtera. We have Apple up 81 cents, just a slight gain. Goldman is up 215. We got Cisco down a penny. Tesla down 240. We have nothing going on here. I mean, it is really quiet. Arc Innovation up 18 cents. Microsoft up 230. Bed Bath Beyond unchanged. Pfizer up 2. Hewlett Packard up a quarter. Oh man, and Twitter down a penny. I mean, we're not going anywhere. What's going on here? Just it's quiet. It's just, yeah. So far, so good. Could that all change? Yeah, sure can. But I don't see anything really crazy happening at this point in front of our markets. Okay. So we'll see what gives. We'll stick around and we'll be here for the opening and see what it wants to give us, if anything. And we'll play it by ear from there. Okay, there you have it. Welcome one, welcome all to the show today. Amen to that, says Alex. To Alberto. Nazareth, I've been holding off writing calls until after the split announcement. I might change that today. Swiss Butter internet traffic analytics for GameStop shows just average visits. No real big change from month to month. So there's just nothing, not a lot being done at this point. The annual meeting will be held virtually on Thursday, June 2nd, 10 a.m. Central Daylight Time. So that's tomorrow morning. So I guess earnings are today and annual meeting tomorrow, says Nazareth. Interesting. They'll do the financials out tonight. It's going to be interesting to see if this annual meeting is any different than what they've had in the past. I mean, last year's annual meeting was an absolute frustrating experience from what everyone told me. It was a virtual reality thing, and we had no, we had virtually no questions asked, virtually no statements made by management. It was really a snooze burger of a deal. I really wonder how this is going to play itself out. I just don't know. Anyway, there you go. We're gonna, we'll watch what the financials do tonight, see the aftermarket, watch tomorrow morning in the pre-market what happens. The meeting will be held during market hours. We'll see if that has any effect on the stock, and then go from there. Could the stock be between now and tomorrow night $90 to $140? Yes, it could. Could it be exactly where it is now and stays here? Yeah, it could. Could it go down and up and do nothing? Yeah, it could. I do not know. I have no idea how this market is going to react and perform with all this, with so much happening. Mirko, GameStop could learn a few things from the annual meeting of Berkshire Hathaway. Yeah, that's right. Well, it would be nice to have an in-person meeting, but they're obviously not doing one this time around. So that'll have to be, I guess, next year? Question mark? Really? Next year? Is that it? We have to wait that long? Maybe. I don't know, kids. I just don't know. I'll follow it whatever way it wants to go, and however they want to handle their meetings, and whether we get participation or not, or movement or not, we'll be here. We'll just be here as we always are. That's all we can do. That's all we're gonna do, and we're gonna just stay on top of this. Nick S is in the house. Thumbs up number 133. Thank you, Nick, for visiting us today and being here. Hope you're doing all right, man. Just watching here. What do we got now? We got 28 minutes to go before we start trading on the day. And I'm trying to get my big ass iPad to behave itself. It keeps wanting to give me quotes of other stocks that I don't want. Oh man, beer for Jen and currywurst for Bruce. A donation just came in on PayPal. How about that? They got the currywurst here, all right. Thank you, whoever that was. Let me see if I see who that sent that. Anton. Oh, Anton, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. I appreciate the donation, my man. That's awful kind of you. That's cool. Yeah, indeed. Thank you. From Munich, you gotta love that. Money coming from Munich to Berlin. That is great stuff. Thank you, everybody. Keeping us going. We're nomads. We're homeless. We have to eat. We got to figure out what to do. But boy, do I want to get some bratwurst? Yeah, definitely want to try some bratwurst for sure. The German food, absolutely. We did enjoy ourselves in Hamburg yesterday, or for 2 days. It was pretty cool to visit Hamburg. We could easily spend more time there, but as it turned out, we just did a quick 2-nighter in Hamburg, and really did enjoy the miniature Wonderland or Wunderland museum. It is really a world-class place to visit. I would highly encourage you, if you ever get the chance to come to Germany, get up to Hamburg, spend a few days there. It's a nice city, but that museum is worth the whole trip right there. It is a 4 to 6 hours if you're going to try to see it all. And I'll tell you, it's pretty cool. It is. You can really appreciate the labor that went into it. It is unbelievable how many hours of work went into setting that thing up. Vilbus, seems like Cohen wants to keep things real low key until they're really got something to brag about. Mirko, I think about 50,000 people traveling to Omaha every year for that meeting at Berkshire. Swiss Butter, until GameStop can wow investors with news, it'll continue to trade off of emotion with the same ups and downs it has. So keep writing and keep making money. There you go. Blair, good morning to you all, and good evening to all that are in Europe, actually, through will be in evening hours later. 3:05 p.m. local time is what it is here in Berlin. 3 in the afternoon. The market opens at 3:30 here, and of course 9:30 Eastern time in New York. Here, oh, pardon me. The European markets are open here. We are trading in Europe. We've got. See if I can get this to work on my big ass iPad or not. It's very fidgety. We've got no change in London. We have the Frankfurt index is up a half a percentage point. French market up about a third of a point. And other than that, not much going on. It's a quiet session here in Europe. There's not a lot happening. Asia overnight, we had the Japan market up 2/3 of a percentage point, but Hong Kong down a half a point, and Shanghai down 1/8 of a percent. So again, not a lot took place last night in the futures or in the existing markets, and even now, our futures for America do not show a lot going on. Half a percentage point to 2/3 of a percentage point. That's all we have. Not a lot going on. Crude oil up 148 a barrel, or 1.48%, $1.70 a barrel to $116 a barrel at the moment. So we don't have a big amount of transactions happening, violent troop moves. Thanks everyone for your opinion about the markets as it relates to GameStop, says Bama Babe. Olivia, I like your profile pic, Blair. You got this. Nadras, I know you say we should be writing out of the money calls. When do you think stock's going to drop? What are your thoughts on writing in the money calls, expecting a drop? Well, yeah, that's a gamble, because obviously if you feel that shares are going to drop and you write, let's say GameStop's 122 right now in the pre-market, you're going to write 115 calls for a month, let's say. You're gambling that within the month they will break 115, become out of the money calls, perhaps stay out of the money. Where, if you can pull off the right trade where you can write a 115 or a 110 contract, 122, sure, you've got a $12 book value right now at 110 on a 110 contract, plus the time premium. And if it's a month out, maybe you can get $23 for a contract. Can you buy it back for very little money? Perhaps. But if you're wrong and the shares go from 122 to 132, you've got a $10 gain on the call, book value gain, and the time premium may have only been $8. And so you lose the $8 in time, but you gain $10 in book value. You're down $2 on the transaction. Is that a risk worth taking, though? For some people, it's a risk they will happily take. Might lose $2 on writing a call because it was in the money and the stock went up. But again, if you're out far enough, 2 months, 3 months, and you believe that GameStop will fluctuate from 100 to 150 in the next 3 months, you're willing to be comfortable with that kind of a scenario. You might be comfortable writing a 110 call, and that's a $13.50 premium just on book value plus time, and that might score you a 3-month contract might score you $25 to $30. You have to decide if that's what you want to do. Nazareth, it's worthy of consideration. Larry, good morning, everybody. I'm thumbs up 146. Splair, they relaxed, very relaxed to be a NASDAQ trader in Europe where you can start work at 3 p.m. How about that? Obama Babe says your. Nazareth, what a time for Uncle Bruce's video feed to screw up. Well, what can I say? It did come and go. But it looks like we're back. Pick nose. It was mentioned in the last filing, RCV is adverse to making any kind of announcements publicly. Yeah, he doesn't break new ground in front of the camera, does he? He's not like Steve Jobs. He's not Steve Jobs, where he talks about the new innovations of the company. He sort of lets that happen naturally, I suppose. It is what it is. We're at 123.50 on GameStop. It looks like we're now down about 124 on the stock. 123.50 on GameStop shares. I'm showing the Dow Jones futures up 207, and I've got S&P up 1750, 17 and a half points, and NASDAQ up about 50 points. That's a little lower than before for NASDAQ and S&P. We're not quite as high as we were earlier in the morning, but the Dow looks like it's near its high of the day so far in the pre-market. That's where I'm noticing. Okay, that's the deal. We now have 19 minutes to go, and then we will trade for real, and we'll see what this market has in store for these stocks, and just where the big market boys are planning to put their money. Are they going long? Are they going short? And what? What are they going long? What are they going short? And we'll find out what it's all about. There it is. We're here in Berlin today, following the markets. And for us, it's in the afternoon and evening now, rather than morning and or afternoon. It's a little different. Jen and I are finding that when I finish the late show, we don't last much longer. We get kind of tired pretty quick because we've adapted to the European time. Oh my gosh. On travel days, though, I have a tough time staying awake on travel days. For whatever reason, the stress of packing and getting to the train station and finding the platform and getting your seats and getting in and then getting out of the station you just got to, and getting the cab and coming to the hotel and checking in and unpacking. It is a stress thing that we're getting more and more used to, but it does affect the stamina of the YouTuber. And I find that I get here on the air and I'm having trouble from yawning. I'm just having a tough time of it. Jen is relaxing here and reading something on her iPad, and she's taking it easy, kind of not listening to me talk, because she has earphones going right now. Doesn't have to listen to what I'm saying, which is all right. Anyway, there you go. Thank you for being here. DH Ruda, number 155 thumbs ups. Thank you, guys. 17 minutes to go. We're only 45 thumbs ups away from 200 here. Looks like I see now 148 or something like that. It looks good. Let me just refresh this page. Yeah, 155 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody. Very much appreciated. Let me know if you're getting ads in front of my video. Kind of curious if you're getting ads or not. I get ads whenever I click on my own video to see how many thumbs ups I have and how it's going. 158 now on the thumbs ups. And they come in. I just got a second one here. Looks like Cozy. An ad for Cozy. What the heck is Cozy? I don't know. Is it a couch? It looks like some guy's building a couch. And he's building living room furniture with something called Cozy. And they're screwing in their wheels and putting in their backs. And way to go, building their own furniture. 123.38. We're down 124 a share right now on GameStop. Coming in now to the final 16 minutes before we start trading for the day. And thank you all for being here. It is much appreciated. And hopefully you'll make money today on the markets. We'll keep an eye on all of this. All right. I'm going to prepare myself a cup of coffee right now so that I can stay awake with you. So just stay tough and hang tough with me. We're 15 minutes away. I don't get any ads because of YouTube Red or whatever they call it these days. Premium. Yeah, Premium. Thank you for signing up for YouTube Premium. I missed the ceremonial eating of the bagel, says Hector. I hear you there. Yeah, we've seen a few bagel places, but I have not yet had a bagel in Europe. But bear with me, folks. I'm just going to get some coffee going here and enjoy. Intense. What do you do with coffee? That's an amazing question. So we can do this. This tussle goes here. That's nice. How's it? It is. Really nice. There's that. And so old roast. Open this up. Bring this up. Then put that in. Okay, I'm back. Welcome. I got to tell you, when you're on the road, like being a nomad, you have to learn all kinds of new things every place you go, and one of them is how does the coffee machine work, and what kind of coffee do you end up making? And I have a cup of coffee here. You may or not be able to see this, um, and of course the uh, the sugar packets are different. The coffee creamer situation is different. Mm. The flavor is different. The intensity is different. Um, I have a coffee maker here that uses some kind of pods, but the coffee maker gives you an option to use a small cup or a large cup. I think the small cup is one of those little espresso cups, and the large cup, which is this cup here, I call this a regular cup of coffee. This is actually 2 cups of coffee. I had to use 2 pods to make coffee in here. I think I have 5 ounces of coffee in here. I'm hoping it's incredibly intense. That's what I'm hoping, because what I'm looking for is a caffeine hit. Because I love drinking caffeine-free cola, but after I have a really good strong coffee. And we did buy coffee in Hamburg, and it was tasty. And I'm gonna try this one to kind of keep me going. We'll see what's going on. I don't know. It's interesting how you just go with it as best you can. Premium says DQ. Bear with me. Pay no attention to the man in the front of the curtain. 166 morning. Optionators from Cam. Oscar. Good morning, everybody. Hi, Oscar. We're 7 minutes from the opening, by the way. DH Ruda, I feel like we're waiting for curtain time. Swiss Butter. Okay, just got back. Where's Bruce, and what did the lamp do with him? Nazareth. This is what I'm thinking right now. Mirko, there is no lamp that Buffalo. That's what he would say. The coffee machine is a kidnapper. Mirko. B, how do we know the lamp isn't making him say that? How do we know? Bama, the lamp devoured Uncle Bruce and then disappeared. Sounds like making coffee. Alberto Vio, voila, he's back. Coffee time, he says. That's one loud Keurig. Well, this is different, says Caberde. Mirko, not the slightest idea. What is happening? Uncle Bruce needs an away screen. Who shorted Uncle B? No, the noise is a lamp eating Uncle B. What is good sitting alone in your room? Come to the cabaret. Oh, Uncle Bruce must not have tasted very good. He's talking to himself. He's already lost his marbles. He needs a hug. He's being kidnapped by a German coffee machine. Damn metric system. The lamp needs a nothing burger. I recommend the movie Father Stew. Mark Wahlberg. Good true story. Nick S. I bet he's calling the front desk right now and finding out how this machine works. I agree with it. Coffee makes addictive. I need mostly 2 daily, at least once a week, in the Uncle Bruce bagel mug. He needs a portable Keurig. Splitter Bruce, you didn't bring coffee or cheese in Amsterdam? Didn't you bring anything from Amsterdam? Kent, our Costco wasn't the same without you. When I passed the food court, looked over, no Bruce and Jen. Not busy there at all. Now the Canadians are gone. That's right. It's June. The Canadians are gone. This is actually my favorite time of the year in the desert, when all the tourists are gone. I love it. You go to the Costco and there's nobody there except the locals. And the locals are in no hurry to hurry and shop. I love the desert this time of year. It hits 100 for the high, maybe 101 for the high. I don't care. I love it. I just love it. I can take that all day long. We got 4 minutes to the opening, kids, and we're getting ready to go. Here in Germany, it's the opposite. The tourists are coming. They're coming out now. Train station is busy, and the streets are humming. There are Americans everywhere. We were at a restaurant last night in our hotel in Hamburg, and we were sat in one section of this restaurant, and we noticed more and more people were being brought in, and a lot of couples were coming. There's a couple next to us from Louisiana. They were catching a cruise today out of Hamburg, Germany, on Silver Sea, which is a 6-star cruise line. El Primo, the best. And it was their 12th cruise with these guys. So once you start sailing Silver Sea, you don't go anywhere else. But primo dollars, and they were staying in a really nice hotel. They were just delightful to talk to. They're about 4 or 5 years older than Jen and I, and they were getting ready to have a good time. And the folks beside us over here, there were four getting ready to go on the same cruise. And then over the other side was another gentleman, all going on a cruise today out of Hamburg. Nick, Uncle Bruce Market is opening in 4 minutes. Wing Commander, where are you folks watching Uncle Bruce? I am taking a walk with my 5-month-old, trying to get him to sleep. Bill was, when I lived in Lubbock, Texas, Christmas time and some select summer weeks were the absolute best when all the Texas Tech kids were gone, and lots of locals were also gone. I love an empty city. Nick says, hello, how you doing? Blair, I mean, you didn't buy coffee or cheese in Amsterdam? Delicious, cheap there. You know what I did in Amsterdam? I try to remember if it was Amsterdam or whether it was Edinburgh. I bought a jar of instant coffee, a big jar of instant coffee, because the hotel room coffee we get here is so inconsistent that we have a hot water maker in almost every room we go to. Jen has her tea. I make myself some instant coffee, and I buy cream at a local store with the sweetener, and I have a lovely cup of coffee. It's the way I can count on it, but I tell you, it's difficult to track down until you're here a while. You don't know where the coffee shops are. Every new city, we're trying to figure it out. Anyway, there you have it. DQ saying hi there, Nick. We're 2 minutes away. 3 minutes as a splitter. Michael, are you still taking a river cruise? I thought you mentioned something about that. We did a river cruise in Amsterdam, and we did a cruise in Edinburgh in the harbor area, and it was great. Nick, hey, Uncle Bruce, bist du ein Berliner? We're in Berlin, baby. Deep Value Investing, number 151. Thank you. Nick, I'm going to provide Keurig to all my guests in each room. Lame Duck, what you say Uncle Bruce has been kidnapped? I have special skills. You better let him go unharmed or else. Nick, as long as they don't take it with them. Good morning, Bagel Familia. Yeah, coffee is free is disgusting. I understand what you're saying. Free coffee is not good. Market is opening up just in a moment. Got me a coffee going here. It's pretty tasty. Seems to be, I think it's Lavenza, a Lavenza brand. It's good. But I got to tell you, I love a big, giant cup of coffee. I like the big Venti from Starbucks. It takes half an hour to 40 minutes to drink it. I like that kind. These here, they last 3 to 5 minutes, and it's all over. Nespresso is king, says Nelson. We're just about to open up for trading here. Let's see how we do. The Dow is up 231 going into the opening. We're up 23 on S&P. We're up 85 on NASDAQ. NASDAQ is up 2/3 of a point. So is the Dow. S&P's up 0.56 of a percentage point. Larry has just rung the bells. That means we are officially running this market. We are open and we are trading. Nick, you pay SXX, you get SXX. DQ, thank you, Larry Thomas. Yeah, this coffee wasn't bad. It wasn't bad tasting. These little machines take a bit of getting used to, though. I don't know how they actually work. So you kind of wing it. We're up 230 on the Dow right off the get-go now. Right off the bat, we're up 230 points. We're up 22 on S&P. We're up 75 on NASDAQ to start things off. Welcome, one and all. GameStop showing 123.46 at the moment. The low now, let's see, we'll just wait for this machine to kick in here. Showing 123.46 down 128. If I've got my bearings right, hang on. Try to get this to update. Yeah, 124.59 down 15 cents on GameStop. The Dow up 265. Matterport up 11 to 560. Smart Rent up 6 cents to 607. SoFi is up 9 to 756. Spire's up 2 pennies to 155. I love your mug with Starbucks beans. You can drink a half a liter, almost of it, for a good price. There you go. 124.54 now on Gamestop. We're off 20 cents to start the morning. We're up 249 on the Dow Jones index right now, and we're up 28 on S&P. That's a little over 2/3 of a percentage point on the S&P. Nasdaq's up almost a full percent now, 113 points. The Dow's up 3/4 of a percentage point, up 246. That is a stronger market than we were looking at 10, 20 minutes ago. Oil up 211 a barrel to 116.78. That is the dealio there. 124.50 on GameStop, down 24 cents. SoFi 758 up a dime. We got AMC down 28 cents. We have ATIP down up a penny. Rocket Lab down 2 pennies. Cyxtera looks like it's up a dime. 23andMe is up a penny. Pfizer up 1 penny. Hewlett Packard up 77 cents to 39.61. 39.80 now. 39.80 on Twitter and 39.61. 39.61 on HPQ. Home Depot is up 4 cents to $300 a share. We got Robinhood at $9.90, down 16 cents. Manic Vectors up 97 cents. IBM is $140, up $1.20 on IBM. Microsoft up $4 to $275.96, pushing $276. Apple up to $150 now. $1.23 gain on Apple today, gaining. Goldman up to $3.28, up $1.15. Cisco up 54 cents to $45.59. Facebook up $3.49 to $197. Amazon is up $65, $24.69 last trade. This week has been good for Amazon. A week ago, we were at 2,092. We're now $24.69. A good run up for Amazon. Tesla is 767 up 8. Make that 768 up $10. Google is up 41.90 to 23.22. A week ago, Google was sitting as low as $20.99, and so it's now up $222 in a week as well. So this market rally we've had has been good for some of our FANG stocks, obviously. The Dow right now is up 188 points, with Matterport at 574, up a quarter. Smart Rent at 616, up 15 cents. SoFi 754, up 6. Spire 157, up 4. GameStop 122.05, down 269. A little profit taking again today, a little more selling going into our earnings tonight. AMC is off 65 cents to 13.69. ATIP up 3.5. Rocket Lab unchanged. Cyxtera up a nickel. ME up 5.5 cents to 305.5. Pfizer down a quarter. HPQ up $1.64. There's an early indication of what is happening here. Quick little peek. The S&P is now up 0.69 of a percentage point, up 28.5. NASDAQ is up 1.17%, 141 points on NASDAQ and climbing, with oil up 210 a barrel at 116.77 West Texas. That is the early indication right now. Welcome to June, everybody. June the 1st. 2022, the end of this month. 6 months are gone. Half the year's gone already. Unreal how time flies as we keep working on and moving on. Unbelievable. GameStop now down 166, 123.08 at the moment. The volume on GameStop this morning, just 176,000. We don't have a lot going on here. 176,000 shares. 121 is the low, 121.25, 125.15 is the high. Almost a $4 spread between the two. We're at 122.51 right now. Okay. Whoop, whoop, go SoFly. Zach, I'm number 190. Thumbs ups. Good day, everybody. Nick, maybe we should call the hotel. Rock and roll. 122.73. I hope my signal is coming in okay for everybody. I hope everyone sees me all right. I hope your connection's okay. I'm assuming it's all right. There's not much I can really do about it. It looks okay here. I've got my channel going on my YouTube channel here, and we're up and running. 197 thumbs ups. Thank you so much, all of you, for throwing these thumbs ups right at us just as soon as we open up for the day. We've already got 200 thumbs ups going. It's pretty good. That is really great. 293 of you here, 200 thumbs ups. That's huge. Most channels only have about a 10, 15 percentile thumbs ups versus views. So thank you all for being there for us. So it's really great. Nazareth, SSR is on today for GameStop. Yes, just for your information, that is correct. The stock yesterday dropped more than 10% during the day. That was in the first hour or so, and it went right into an SSR mode. You cannot short the stock by hitting bids. You can only short GameStop by putting in offers and letting offers take you out. 123.06 on GameStop, down 168 right now. What else? Connection good here, says Vernon. Robert, Maybach Future Market is also worth a visit. Mayabach. Mayabach. Nick S. Hello, Auntie Jen. Are you there? Oh, Auntie Jen is here. She's reading a book on her iPad, and or she's watching something on her iPad, and she's got headphones in, so she's not being disturbed by me yapping away here. She doesn't have to listen to me all day long, which is, pretty good. I mean, you don't want to have to do that, for a little while maybe, but not for all day. Splair, NASDAQ already pumping, apparently. It's 148, up 148, up 1.23% on the NASDAQ. S&P is up 8,100 percentage point, 0.81, and the Dow's up just under 0.70. 227-point gain on the Dow, 33 on S&P, 147 on NASDAQ. Thank you very much. The markets are moving higher from yesterday's lows, last night's close. SoFi, 754, up 7 cents. Volume on SoFi today is 2.3 million already. The low was 747. We're now 754. And over on let's see, on Matterport, we're at 567 on 241,000. We're up 18 cents there. Smart Rent's up a dime at 611 on 29,000. That's all on Smart Rent. And GameStop 123.65 down 123.19. Pardon me, down 155 on 242,000. A little selling there. ATIP is up to 194.4. It's up 3.4 cents. Rocket Lab 472 up down 3.4 cents. Sixtera 14.95 up 13 cents. This is just under the all-time high. 14.97 is the all-time high. We did touch that just a minute ago. So Sextera is now approaching $15. It's all-time best trade ever for a $10 SPAC. ME 304 up 4. Volume of 321,000 so far. Pfizer down 48 cents. HPQ Hewlett up 110. 39.94. We got IBM at 139.92. Microsoft up 415. Apple up 168. Goldman down 140. Cisco up 60 cents. There it is. That is the latest here. 128 gain on the Dow, 144 on the Dow. All right. And Splair says, and for me, everything is fine with connection too. Sometimes there's a lag for some seconds, but mostly once or twice a day. Splair, others experiencing the same question mark. Nick, some entity do not want SoFi to go above 750. He thinks it's conspiring here. Well, SoFi is 752. It's up 4. Will it go anywhere from here? That is the question. I'd like to see it break through 8 and keep going. Bring it on, man. Let's go. The Dow up 130. It's backing up a bit from its high of the morning. We're up 19.5 on S&P. We're up 115 on NASDAQ. At the moment, that is where we are at. Thank you all for being here this morning and joining us from Berlin. Jen and I have arrived safe and sound from Hamburg, Germany, and We're excited to be here. We've been here a few times before. This is Jen's third visit, my fifth visit to this city. And we're looking forward to spending a little bit of time here. And going to leave here, go to Munich, and then heading to Vienna. So we've got a few more cities to visit here. Then Zurich. This trip continues. We have 207 thumbs ups here. Fantastic, you guys. Thank you so much for 207 thumbs ups. Can I complain? No, I love it. Shiz, I was number 206, buddy. Thank you very much. Gamestop 123.32, down $1.42 at the moment. Yes, thank you all. 152 is the gain on the Dow Jones. 152 now is the gain on the Dow market, the Dow index. We're up about 20. Let's take a look here. It looks like we're up about 20 points on S&P. Let's see if I can get this to refresh properly. 22 on S&P and 129 on NASDAQ. The Biden White House launches efforts to tighten economic ties with Taiwan. And we're waiting for ISM factory data and also something called JOLTS, U.S. job openings and quit rates. Those are supposed to come out. New terms all the time, new terms. We're now up 152 on the Dow, 21 on S&P, 127 on NASDAQ, about a half a percentage point on the Dow on the S&P, and we're up 1% on NASDAQ. NASDAQ is leading the way today. NASDAQ is definitely leading the way today. Okay. Michael, that sounds like an awesome trip. I'm jealous, Splitter. There was a sell wave on 7.5 and 7.70 on the 20th of May, probably early as well. This should affect the resistance and support zones. Or am I wrong? Wondering about the SoFi stock. Nick, I hope Uncle Bruce is okay. I'm fine. I'm okay here. I don't know if you, Nick, are you not seeing me? What is okay? Are you all right, Nick? Are you fine? Because I think everyone else is getting my signal here. Nick, you might need to do a refresh on your system. But we seem to be okay. We're just down 120 on GameStop. We're up 150 on the Dow. So, we're hanging in there. I'm feeling fine. I hope everyone else is feeling fine out there. Welcome to the program. Live from Berlin today. Oh my gosh, live from Berlin. Can you believe it? He's in Berlin now. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what else is going on here. I'm just double checking here. A couple of headlines. Other news stories to watch. Yes. Yeah, Russia oil producers trying to stay one step ahead of sanctions. Russia is getting oil to the market by using ship-to-ship transfers and tapping Indian refineries to hide the origins of gasoline and other products. And OPEC weighs suspending Russia from production deal. Interesting. And what else is going on? Investors are spotting bargains among small cap stocks. Come on over to SoFi, folks. What else is going on here? Says here, there's a headline here that says, see what the biggest U.S. companies pay workers. Nearly 150 companies in the S&P 500 say that their median employee earned more than $100,000, and 44 companies of the 500 index reported a salary below $30,000. Interesting. Let's take a look at this article. This could be kind of interesting. Google parent Alphabet and Facebook's Meta Platform Inc. had the highest paid median workers at almost $300,000. They were among nearly 150 companies that said their median employee earned more than $100,000. Auto parts supplier APTIV, Aptiv PLC, had the lowest paid median worker in the S&P 500, a full-time factory worker in Mexico who earned less than $7,500 last year. APTIV was one of 44 companies that reported paying less than $30,000 median salary. Overall, the median pay figure rose last year for 278 of the 453 companies in the journal's analysis of data collected last year. Interesting stuff. To give you some ideas here, Tesla has 99,000 employees. Median salary, $40,700. Berkshire Hathaway pays $58,800 with 371,000 employees. Activision Blizzard, median entertainment company, 117,000 average pay. Copart, commercial and professional services, 35,600. Google, 295,000 median pay. That is what they pay their average employee, 156,000 of them. Market Access, MKTX, 162,000. Banks and financials. Let's see here. Regeneron, 149,000. Pharmaceutical biotechnology company. VeriSign, software and services, $201,000. That's interesting kind of numbers, isn't it? Not too rather amazing to me. Actually, Dish Network, 58,000. Who else do we recognize here? Intuitive Surgical, 140,000 average. How does that compare with you guys? How are you guys doing? Let's see here. Who else is here that I recognize? Do I recognize any of these other companies? So many names that I just don't know who these guys are. Devon Energy is Energy, 179,900. Alaska Air, 74,900. Southwest Airlines, 84,800. Occidental Petroleum, $157,000 average salary among its employees. Dominion Energy, which is a utility company, 110,000, 17,000 employees. Those are pretty good average pay rates, I would say. Who else we got here? Let's see. Apache Energy, 174,900. Altria, that would be food, beverage, and tobacco. That would be Philip Morris, $142,000, 6,000 employees. Facebook, $292,000, 71,900. You know what the motto of the story is? Make sure your kids work for Google and Facebook. Work for those kinds of companies or energy companies. That's where the money is. Don't work for airlines. Don't work for car part companies. Don't be Mexican. These are some other takeaways I'm getting here. Unbelievable. Molson Coors, don't work in the beer business. 77,000. That's way down from some of these crazy other numbers. Biogen, pharmaceutical biotechnology, $163,000 average salary. Nvidia, 217,000, 22,400 employees. That is a huge payroll. Wow, that's amazing. Let's see who else is in here. American Airlines, 62 grand. Don't work for those guys. Valero Energy, $198,000. Wow. Look at these numbers. Who else have we got in here? Anybody else? Chevron, 183 grand. T. Rowe Price, Banks Financials, 138,000. ExxonMobil, $189,000. United Airlines, 78 grand. Don't work for the airlines. No money in airlines. MasterCard, 128 grand. Look at these numbers. Twitter, $232,000, and they lose money. 7,500 employees. Wow. Who else we got here? Bristol Myers, 148,000. ConocoPhillips, 179,000. Moderna, 133,000. Pharmaceutical, a little low there. Let's see here. Norfolk Southern, the rail line, 99,900. Doesn't pay to be in rail lines compared to these other industries. Doesn't pay. Wow. Campbell Soup, 68 grand. Yikes. I don't think so. Hartford Financial, 106,000. The CME Group, that's the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, 153,000 average salary, 3,480 people. That's an interesting number. Let's see here. Salesforce.com, $181,000, software and services, 73,000 employees. eBay, 135 grand, 10,800 people work for eBay. Isn't that something? Waste Management, 80 grand, 48,000 employees. That's on the low end of the scale here. Lockheed Martin, 110 grand, 114,000 employees. Wow. Martin Marietta, 90 grand. Verizon, Media and Telecom, $122,000. Annual average salary. Wow. Boeing, 124 grand, 142,000 employees. Etsy, $231,000 for Etsy. Wow, that's good money. Really good money. Delta Airlines, 70 grand. Don't work for airlines. Isn't that interesting? Of course, if you're senior management of airlines, it's all right. But if you're one of the grunts, you're not making any money over there. I guess. Wow, I'm fascinated by this. Kraft Heinz, $45,000 a year at Kraft. That is a Berkshire Hathaway company, if I recall. I could be wrong on that. Eastman Chemical, 92,000. Costco, 45,294. All those part-time employees making 17, 18, 20 bucks an hour. No big money there. What do you know? Charles Schwab, 109 grand. The NASDAQ, 98,900. Netflix, $201,000 at Netflix. Wow. Cisco, 124,000. Visa, 146,000. Who else is in here? MetLife, $76,000. Adobe, $165,000. Progressive Insurance, only $65,000 a year. No big money there. Wow, Tyson Foods, $40,000. Not big money over there, I'll tell you. Wow, Bank of America, $102,000. Stanley Black & Decker, 56 grand. Goldman Sachs, $165,000. I'm sure there's bonuses above and beyond that. Isn't that interesting, these numbers? Some of these household familiar names that we know. Morgan Stanley, $137,000. IBM, 45 grand. That is amazing to me. That must be a lot of factory jobs that don't pay a lot there. That's amazing. Pfizer, 92,000. Kind of middle of the pack. Wow. Hewlett Packard, 65,900. On the lower end there. Must have a lot of factory workers overseas. They must. Johnson & Johnson, 90,000. United Health Group, 61,300. Wow, 28,000 bucks for Robert Half International Commercial and Professional Services, 191,000 employees. Wow, that's really low. That's way, way down there. Okay. Don't go looking for a job there for big money. And that's something. Ford Motor, $64,000. Public storage, $28,700. They must have a lot of part-time employees at public storage. Don't pay a lot there. Sherwin-Williams Paints, $43,000 a year. Citigroup, $55,000. American Express, $67,000. MGM Resorts International, $34,900. PayPal, $83,900. Look at that. Look at that. Micron Technology, $64,000. Wow. General Electric, 55 grand. General Motors, 69,000. Hershey Chocolate, 36,000 bucks. Home Depot, 28 grand. That's obviously full of part-time workers at Home Depot. Obviously, the retail sector does not pay. AutoZone, 30 grand, does not pay. Does not pay. Best Buy, 29.9, does not pay. You can tell why there's a lot of students working there. They don't pay a lot of money. Hilton, 36.9. Caesars, 35,000. Walt Disney, 50 grand. Isn't that interesting? Whirlpool, 27,000. Boy, have they taken jobs offshore. Big time. Target, 25.5. Retail. Lowe's, 22,600. Yeah, retail does not pay. Not at all. PVH Corp, 17,800. Consumer durables and apparel. That is terrible. Live Nation Entertainment, 15,700. Yuck. Dollar General, 17,700. Walmart, 25,300. Norwegian Cruise Lines, 19,300. Oh, no. No big money there. Royal Caribbean, 14,700. All those offshore workers, those third worlders. Apple, 68 grand. That's surprising. Starbucks, 12,900. All part-time jobs. There you are. Intel, 104 grand. Carnival, 8,600 for Carnival. That is consumer services, 40,000. I thought that was the cruise line. CCL, that's got to be. That is the cruise line. 86.58. That is, wow, that is really low. Coca-Cola, 13,800. Got to be part-time workers at the bottling networks. McDonald's, $8,897 a year. Average pay, 200,000 employees. Oh my God, you don't get rich working at McDonald's, do you? No, you don't. Expedia, 102,000. Warner Brothers, 82 grand. Amazon, $32,800. 1.6 million employees. Yeah, this is telling, isn't it? Isn't that telling? Shows you who you want to work for and who you don't want to work for. Yeah. Or at least your kids, if it's not you. Oh my gosh. Crazy. Yep. Karim, my account got locked for pattern day trading. Can't do anything for now. It's such crap. Just trying to make a living. Hedge funds, etc. All that crap is fine, but I'm a regular retail trader and getting shut down. You might need to convert your account from maybe margin to cash. You might be able to get away with it that way. I don't know how that works, my friend. Nick, does anyone know which hotel Bruce is staying at? Maybe we should call the front desk. DQ, Nick, are you watching? Is it delayed? Go back to live. Bruce is fine. He was making coffee. No, real time. What do you need? Nazareth, Gamestop is green. Someone help us. I am lost. Laugh out loud. I'm lost too. See Uncle Bruce. I is fine. Oh, I see him, says Nick. He's fine. Austin, 750 seems to be the battle royale. Going on day number 3. Nazareth, 129 for GameStop. Coyote, GameStop just went vertical. We are right now on GameStop. Let me just punch this in here on a refresh. 124.83. Yeah, it looks like it did get to a little shot there. 129.59, but it's back right off. 657,000 traded on GameStop at the moment. 124.83. It's up 8 cents. 125.22 up 48 cents. Uncle Bruce HD is falling, free falling, says Nick. It's going down, baby. HD 301 down. It's up 22 cents. Got as low as 299. Oh my goodness. The Dow's up only 33 points. S&P's up 12. Nasdaq up 110. We're backing off a bit there. Gary, it has to dip or it'll be drinking powdered milk for a few days. I'm joking here. Swinson, not average. The middle salary. Alberto, time is still on our side. Alberto, absolutely. I'm holding the line. Nick, what you talking about, Uncle B? Scott, it's been a while since I've checked in. Love to Uncle B and the Bagel family. Drink water, eat veggies, take a walk while those profits come to you. Right on, Scott. Michael, yes, they hold craft. Michael, Flow makes the big money, though. Scott, how good has Sixtera gotten? Tip, can SoFi, for the love of God, finally break through the 750 barrier? SoFi 748 down 1 penny right now. The Dow's up 77 points. GameStop is at 125, up 26 cents. Alberto, Michael laughing. Austin, Tiff has been trying for days, but she runs out. Watch below. Not your daddy SoFi. It's a 25,000 minimum account balance to avoid pattern day trade restrictions. That is true also. U.S. stocks edging up as the new month and Fed quantitative tightening kicks off. We're up 87 on the Dow now, 89. A little better, up a quarter of a point. S&P up 19 points, up 0.46. Nasdaq up 132, 1.1% gain so far. GameStop 124.33, down 33 cents again. The high today for GameStop today, 129.59. We set that just a few minutes ago, but could not hold it. And we're at 121.25 for the low this morning. That was kind of on the opening. 124.33 last trade, down 42 odd cents. Spires 158 up 5. SoFi 744 down 4. SmartRent 617 up 16 cents. Matterport 564 up 15 cents. Weren't we yesterday at 769 and then down to 730 yesterday? Might have been. It fluctuates. It jumps around. What can I say? ISM Manufacturing Index rises to 56.1% in May from 55.4 in the prior month. That might be helping the markets a titch. I don't know for sure. Can't say. Time will tell. We're up 68 on the Dow Jones right now. That's the index at this moment. We are live from Berlin, everybody. Welcome all to the show. Great to have you here. SoFi 744 down 3 pennies. GameStop 124.18 down 56 cents so far today. ATIP is up 4. Rocket Lab down 6.5. Sextera up 6. ME down 1.5. Pfizer down $1.02 to 52.03 now. HPQ up 75, 39.59. HD up 34 cents to 301.19. Robinhood 978 down 28. Vanik Vectors 8 SMH is up 50 cents. IBM is at 139.55, up 71. Microsoft holding a $5 gain to 276.97. We got Apple up 256 to 151.40. Goldman Sachs down $1.85 to $325. Cisco's up 52 cents. Facebook up 4.44. Amazon up 79. Tesla's up 7. Google up 53. Those are some of the stocks we're watching right now. Still, I agree at SoFi. I wanted as well to break finally 8 and above. I hear you there, Tiff. Yeah, SoFi peaked around 760 yesterday, fell below 750 shortly after. That's the pattern for around 2.5 weeks now. We're up now only 44 on the Dow. We're coming back to break even. We're only up 9.5 on S&P. We're up 100 on Nasdaq right at this moment. GameStop 123.12 down 162. We're less than $2 from the low of the day again. Backing off from that 129 high a few minutes ago. Couldn't do much with it, and we're now backing up a bit here at this moment in time. And that's the deal, kids. That's where we're at. Yeah, there it is. This market not ready to take off yet. Not really catching a much of a bid at the moment. See how it goes. Hopefully it'll break out soon before GameStop is again the hot topic. We get the GameStop earnings, I guess, tonight after the bell. We'll see how the stock does between now and the bell and the aftermarket. 122.79 right now, down 195. Now 122.60, down 214. 122.50. We're coming to within $1.25 of the low of the day on GameStop. We're coming down back towards the low end of the trading range. 122.41, 121.25 was the low here. $1.20 away, roughly, from the low of the day. This is it. What is it going to do? Well, we'll find out. Volume on GameStop at 122.24 a share, down 250, 726,000. Quiet right now on earnings day. That's what it looks like for me. It's now bagel time. There you go. There you go. 122.16. Less than $1 away from the low of the day. 122.13 now, down 261 right now. That's the stock is coming off to back towards its low of the day. Okay. Spire up a nickel. SoFi down 9 to 739. SmartRent up 16. Matterport up 9. The Dow down 19.8. We're negative on the Dow. We're only up 2.5 on S&P. We're up 68 on NASDAQ. All the markets are backing off right now. GameStop 122.31, $1.06 away from the low of the day. We'll see if it hits. If it's going to hit a new. If it's going to hit a new low here this morning. 122.16 right now. 122.16 on GameStop. Okay. Wing Commander, not enough volume on GameStop. It is carving out a new descending channel on the daily charts. My 110s are waiting. There you go. 122.36 last trade. The Dow off 12.5. SoFi 740 down 9 cents. Okay. Okay. Down 31 on the Dow now. A little lower on the Dow. A little lower. 31 on the Dow. Woo-wee. 122.01 on GameStop. 76 cents away from the low of the day. Gayotti, thoughts on Tesla at these prices, $600 to $800. Alberto, I believe Vilbus is sitting on 100. So let's let it drop to 90. Well, the Tesla, they're going to have a rough quarter coming up. Their numbers are going to be lower or not as projected because of Shanghai, the shutdown. That plant's running at 70%, and I don't even know if they're getting that many cars out. They've been shut down for weeks. Those numbers out of China aren't going to be good. That's going to affect the whole thing here. But then again, maybe 600 is fair. Maybe that's a fair price for the Tesla stock. Maybe that's where they'll sit. I don't know. We're down 64 on the Dow now. We are down 3.7 on the S&P, gone negative there, and we're only at 48 points gained on NASDAQ. Oil up 256 a barrel, 117 a barrel right now. The U.S. job openings are at 11.4 million. 11.4 million job openings in the U.S., but that is off from record highs. That's the latest. Okay. 122.41, 122.69 on the shares. Still down 205 today. Kent Alberto, yes, 90 would be nice. I got 105, so that would be just great. Wing Commander, now I understand where Uncle Bruce was coming from. Watch the volume to see where GameStop might be heading. There you go. If it's light volume, we're going down. Wavy Gravy. I've been very, very quiet lately. Still holding my 95s for this Friday, waiting for some depreciation. Pad my losses a little bit. There you go. There you go. Wavy Gravy, you know you can always write 95s for next week, the week after, and get more for those than what you can buy yours back for. But obviously, the more these shrink in value, the bigger the gain will be by riding down the road. Hopefully, you can ride 105s, move up the chain a little bit. A few weeks, we'll see. Stock wants to back off a bit. It'll do you a favor, of course. Alberto can't hells. Yes, let's go. Nick, give you HD holders. The dividend's already paid as the holders of 531. You will regret it if you don't sell now. It's heading below 280. There you go. We're at $300, 56 cents last trade. Down on HD, 29 cents so far today. Will HD take a bit of a drop as the day wears on here? We've only been down to 299.65 for the low today. We haven't had much yet. Maybe we're going to get more downside. 45-point drop on the Dow, 45.9 at the moment. We're off 14 on SoFi to 734. We got Gamestop at 122.48, down 226 right now. We're within $1 or so, $1.40 of the low of the day so far today. AMC. Oh gosh, down 67 cents to 13.67. AMC is not having a good day. 15.6 million, trade over 90 million yesterday. It's not going to do that today. It's backing off. ATIP up a penny. Rocket Lab down 11. Cyxtera down 2. ME down 7. Pfizer down 92. HBQ up 39 cents. There you are. 67-point drop on the Dow right now. Okay. 122.12, 122.02 on GameStop. We just touched that for a bit. 60-point drop on the Dow now. Okay. Oh, bye. 122.02 on GameStop. Ooh, just got 100 shares. SoFi 734. Says Computer Whiz stealing paper again. Right on, 734, down 14. That's the low trade, or about the low trade today, I guess. How about all that? Okay. All right, there it is. What are we into now? We got a 76-point drop on the Dow at the moment. I think this is the low of the day, or about it. We're right at the low right now, down 75. We'll see what kind of a downside we have from here. SoFi now 736, down 12. GameStop 122.70 at the moment. So we got some selling coming in at this point. The NASDAQ is holding a 38-point gain. Alrighty, folks, I'm going to pack in this show and try to get a bit of rest in here. Join me tonight, my time tonight. Join me this afternoon in New York at 3 o'clock Eastern time. And we'll go through the final hour trading, and we'll go into the earnings for GameStop after the close. We'll find out how it does. The stock right now is 123.10 to 16. So it's jumping around a bit, down $1.50. It goes to 122 to 124, back and forth. But today is earnings day. We'll see how this plays itself out. So join me this afternoon at 3 o'clock. Thank you all for being here today. All of you who've been hitting the thumbs up button for me, we have 232 in the house. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. Great to see the thumbs ups coming in, even though we're traveling from city to city to city. John says, thanks, everybody. Have a good break, says Splair. And good luck. Nelson, later, Bagel family. Rest up, Uncle B. Vilbus, yep, Alberto sitting on a 610 100 right now. 122.33. We just dropped again on GameStop. We just dropped again. The Dow now down 119. Little selling pressure coming in. We're down 14 on S&P. We're only up 16 on NASDAQ. Let's free fall, baby, says Vilbus. Larry, have a good afternoon, evening, everybody. Thumbs ups. Thank you all for your kind words. Your following of the channel, 122.37. Keep an eye on the GameStop. We'll see you at 3 this afternoon, and we'll watch the close together. I'll see you soon. Goodbye from Berlin for now.